I want to do this. I'm choosing to do this.
It's hard work.
Nobody's poor me.
Okay, 20 reps.
There's nothing like being around other women that know what you've been through.
We all have different
I want to do this. I'm choosing to do this.
It's hard work.
Nobody's poor me.
Okay, 20 reps.
There's nothing like being around other women that know what you've been through.
We all have different perspectives and different reasons of why we want to do it.
You guys ready?
It's a way for us to take back our bodies.
This is a life-changing event for me.
You kind of feel stripped of all your femininity.
We are going to look good.
We want to rock it and show what we're made of.
Do it again.
We're working for 22 weeks to be on stage in Bikini.
It's a fitness journey many embark on alone.
It's totally not something I would normally do.
But these women are growing stronger, closer. For 6 months, Mena and her team of trainers committed to getting Heather
I have 7 stations. 1, 2, 3, 4.
and this entire group of breast cancer survivors in the best
I want to do this. I'm choosing to do this.
It's hard work.
Nobody's poor me.
Okay, 20 reps.
There's nothing like being around other women that know what you've been through.
We all have different perspectives and different reasons of why we want to do it.
You guys ready?
It's a way for us to take back our bodies.
This is a life-changing event for me.
You kind of feel stripped of all your femininity.
We are going to look good.
We want to rock it and show what we're made of.
Do it again.
We're working for 22 weeks to be on stage in bikini.
It's a fitness journey many embark on alone.
It's totally not something I would normally do.
But these women are growing stronger, closer, and healthier together as a way to heal.
I finally have control.
And now you're feeling the lump on the left side?
Yes.
I chose a double mastectomy.
Now bonded like sisters in a sorority they never asked to join, these warriors
I've had cancer for 4 years.
are on a mission to prove to themselves there's life after cancer.
I think every single scar has a story.
And they're taking their stories
4 years ago, I was diagnosed with breast cancer at age 41.
center stage for all to see.
It's stunning.
213.
Now in the best shape of their lives,
These girls are just like butterflies.
it's time to shine.
I am so freaking nervous.
Quarter turn to the right.
It's overwhelming.
I'm so proud of you!
And show the world
We beat cancer. We've already won.
The weight of a cancer diagnosis can be unbearable, and the fear of cancer's return can weigh just as heavy. But you're about to get to know one strong group of women who are on an empowering, albeit challenging, journey to compete in a fitness competition. Hi, I'm Kristen Remington, and this is Breast Cancer to Bikini. The next half hour is raw, it's real, and we want to warn you some of the images might be shocking to see. But these women are bravely sharing their stories and their scars on a mission to conquer cancer for good. And we are there every step of the way.
Nearly 5 years ago, training for a fitness competition with her daughter, Savannah,
Let's go, Mom. We got big goals.
was the furthest thing from Heather Reimer's mind.
I had a very aggressive breast cancer. I'm triple negative, and triple negative has a high chance of reoccurrence. It's somewhere in the body.
The mother of two took aggressive action. Along with chemotherapy, she removed her breast and lymph nodes, and after spotting calcifications on the other side, she prophylactically removed that breast too.
And I was done worrying about it. I was done, just wondering every year, is cancer going to be back? Today I'm having reconstruction on my left and my right side. For the first time in 4 years, I feel like I finally have control. And I get to make the decision outside of treating my cancer.
It's her 5th surgery here at Renown, but hopefully one of the last.
He's taking my expander out and replacing that with an implant, and then replacing my cancer side implant with a matching implant.
In just hours' time, she'll start anew, pieced back together after cancer tore her apart. Days later,
Rice. That's one meal. And I'll do that 7 times.
Heather's up and about, preparing for her next journey, a fitness competition, which she realized others might want to do too, to empower themselves again after feeling powerless during treatment. So she came up with the idea to start the Breast Cancer to Bikini project.
When we really need people the most is at the end, after it's all over. This is my cancer side, and originally they cut from here all the way to here.
Knowing others have similar scars, Heather created a call to action and invited breast cancer survivors to join her on a journey to erase the scars we don't see. And she found just the place where that could happen.
Perfect, Heather. Good, you guys.
After the break, we'll introduce you to the women who rallied behind this project, plus an intimate look at a side of cancer few ever see. We'll be right back. For 6 months, Mena and her team of trainers committed to getting Heather,
I have 7 stations. 1, 2, 3, 4.
and this entire group of breast cancer survivors in the best shape of their lives.
So excited to be able to help these women find confidence and empowerment through exercise.
So let's try to go a little faster, ladies.
She's serious?
It's not just about building muscle and burning fat, though,
Just get up on that tire, lift, squeeze. Good.
but declaring victory over cancer in the most visual of ways.
I want to do this. I have a lot of energy right now, but I've been off chemo for 2.5 weeks.
Shelby Adams is 42 and living with metastatic breast cancer. It's spread to her bones, and she'll need treatment the rest of her life.
The reality is I'm not going to beat this. My body will at some point give out and be like, I can't do it anymore.
But she plans to keep fighting until then, and working out is something she's always enjoyed. But her workouts are limited by treatment, like these excruciating shots to shut down her hormone-producing ovaries. The hope is it'll slow her cancer.
They're big, they're very painful, and I know that it's gonna hurt. You doing good?
Oh.
Tell me if I need to slow down.
Slow down.
Okay.
The toll treatment takes on her body is often unbearable, which is why she looks forward to the good days here.
I will not let having metastatic cancer stop me from living. I won't do it. That is unacceptable to me.
Oh, yeah.
As Mandy Sabo also knows, cancer doesn't discriminate. She too found her cancer at a young age. She was 36.
I did a self-exam, and I never did that before.
And her diagnosis couldn't come at a worse time.
My husband and I were going through some tough times. My husband was battling addiction. The time I needed him the most, he truly couldn't be there for me 100%. And he had to go to rehab. And I was alone with our 2 boys. And that was really tough.
But she discovered a strength she didn't know she had for her kids' sake.
I didn't want something to happen.
And today, after answered prayers, Mandy's scans are clean and her husband is sober, together, stronger than ever before.
Our love grew that much more for each other.
Mandy says while cancer and addiction are not a choice, her time here is, and it's already paying off.
This has really helped me to build that confidence and feel beautiful again.
Building confidence.
That's awesome.
And friendships. Kelly Albright Thiel and Jamie DeBates both survived aggressive cancer.
I had a double radical mastectomy, so they took me all the way down to my chest wall. I woke up with nothing.
Stage 1 triple negative breast cancer. It's extremely aggressive. It's rare.
Both with young children. Their families were in shock.
Terrified. I was terrified. I think the hardest thing I did was tell my kids.
I just thought, like, my mom's gonna die. Like, you don't think that there's gonna be an end to it, you know?
And Kelly's husband echoed similar fears.
It changes your life. It changes your view of things.
Following doctors' orders, in the midst of trying to survive, they thrived.
You can get through it and your life does go on.
And their goals here are now fueled with greater perspective.
And we all chose to be here to prove that we can take ownership back of our bodies again.
Together. And building these bonds is largely what this program is all about. While friendships have been made, some of the ladies, like Barbara Owens and Joy Kusiak, have also lost loved ones along the way. Just a year before Barbara's diagnosis, her children's father unexpectedly died.
Because of him dying, when I found out I had cancer, it's no option, I have to live.
And just as Barbara fought through treatment for those who need her, Joy is still fighting for those she's lost. She tested positive for the BRCA or BRCA gene mutation, as did her entire family.
My father, my mother, my sister, my baby sister, my baby brother, all of them had many bouts with cancer.
All died, and her remaining sister is still fighting cancer. Joy was the only one who opted for radical surgeries.
I was like, I'm not doing this two-step slow dance with cancer.
And now, at 63 years old, she's training to compete if it means giving her family a voice.
Super nervous. I mean, at my age, who wants to put on bikini?
63.
These are the faces of cancer, the stories behind the scars, and the inspiration for one survivor to offer hope for many.
To show other women that are diagnosed that there's light at the end of the tunnel.
And to do that, there's a host of people willing to help.
That's the cherry on top.
Like Katana Prokash, knowing every sculpted physique needs to shimmer on show day, the Zozobi Flexwear owner is donating nearly 24 suits to help the ladies light up center stage.
Okay. Oh my God.
She designed them specifically to each woman's needs.
I have to put a thin layer of padding because when I had my reconstruction, I have no breast tissue.
Right.
So I have some divots.
She altered and mended.
How do you feel on the top?
To dress them with confidence for competition. IFBB Bikini Pro Kelly Lopez
Do this pose, and then you go into this one.
is posed to do the same. She has them strutting like elite athletes.
Pop that booty out more.
And knows which muscles to showcase. But more importantly, she says it's about having fun.
You've worked your heart out for this show, and that's what'll shine to the judges.
But it does take some getting used to in 5-inch heels.
Uncomfortable and awkward, but I think we'll get it.
And the contest prep doesn't end there.
My outfit's on the next. That was great.
Sensation owner Beth John says the darker the better for the bright lights.
It's not permanent, thank goodness, because you do look very dark, but that color is truly important to have.
To show off the muscle Julie Hansen also helped to build. From beginning to end, Evoke's nutritional consultant has designed their meal plans.
I don't go with a cookie cutter diet. Each person is different. Everybody gets their own nutrition program.
With perfectly measured carbs, proteins, and fats, there's no cheating when competing, and it's paying off.
You're down 8 more pounds.
It's the final weigh-in before the show. The group is down a combined 370 pounds. But the real celebration will happen on stage. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. You got to know the women, and now we're about to get even more personal. As a group, the women decided to take a powerful photo, not just for themselves, but for others to see the scars that cancer left behind.
Straight face? Straight face.
It's just days before the fitness competition, and these women are documenting their journey in a powerful way.
We decided to do a scar photo. I wanted a fierce fitness photo, and I wanted everyone to see the change that had happened.
Don't mess up your hair.
The change is made in the gym, but also the transformation they've made from the inside out.
When we took our shirts off, it felt so free. We just felt at peace, I think, and that although you could still see the physical scar, all the other scars were gone.
Intimate Pages photography captured their progression from beginning to end, but this perhaps says the most.
We've put them in a position of a family tree to show courage and strength, and even though trees go through a lot, they are left standing tall. So that is why I love this photo.
They're vulnerable, real, and standing strong as survivors, permanently marked by the battles they've fought. Some scars are fresh, others are faint, but they're all reminders of darker days.
I survived cancer. I had a bad one. It was aggressive, and I'm still alive. And I keep looking every morning and putting your makeup on, and it's like, no, I see scars.
But I think my cancer side is harder than the other side, and it's just, they're never going to be the same, and they're not a boob job, and There's so many flaws.
They can't feel anything,
Right.
so it's very that intimacy factor from the waist up. This is totally just like null and void.
While most of the women being photographed have had reconstructive surgery, Jen Pokorski has not.
I feel like people need to know that you don't always get reconstruction.
Jen had a double mastectomy as a result of stage 4 breast cancer.
Half of the girls didn't know until just recently that I was like that, until we were getting fitted for the bikini.
She looks forward to the day she can consider her options.
I just haven't gotten the okay yet. So in August, I'll find out if I can.
Several factors determine when someone can schedule a procedure in the OR, like the type of cancer, the treatment needed, and aesthetic preference. Dr. Joseph Keener has performed a wide range of breast reconstructive surgeries in his 25 years here, and with cancer patients, he's typically involved early on.
A biopsy is done. It's cancer. Now what are we going to do? Do we want to do breast conservation? Do we want to do a mastectomy?
There are several techniques, from single-stage implant breast reconstruction to injecting one's own fat to recreate the look of breasts.
This shows her after 4 sessions of liposuction and transferring the fat.
Dr. Keener can even pull a lat muscle from the back around to support an implant, which is beneficial if someone needs radiation. But while he yields beautiful results, he's quick to point out
it's not a breast. It doesn't work like a breast. The erogenous qualities aren't there. But what I can do is I can restore their sense of femininity,
which, as these women discuss, is a huge part of healing.
Not all of us were created equal, nor do we have an equal result, but it's who we are and it's where we're at.
Their new normal, strong, empowered.
I love you, ladies.
I love you. You guys are the best.
Let's do this.
And proud of the survival stories each body tells.
We wear these scars really proudly.
With grace and courage, they dare to bear, to show the world the painful beauty behind this ravaging disease.
Quarter turn to the right.
Show night is finally here.
Face front.
The MPC Nevada State Bodybuilding Figure and Bikini Championships.
Last call for 177. Relax. Face front. Who do you like, audience? Hands overhead, abdominal thighs. Sorry, face front. 178, 197, right next to each other. Switch places.
Backstage is just as impressive, with competitors waiting to show off their hard work and discipline.
So pretty.
And the breast cancer to bikini ladies are next.
She's ripped. I'm so excited for her to get on stage.
This tied tie-dye, the tan with the dark suit. Wow.
I'm excited.
You look so good.
Is the butt good?
Yes. It's a good butt.
I'll be nervous probably at the foot of the stairs on the stage.
We got to get down there.
You guys want to start lining up?
One last touch-up
Shinier on stage.
before facing the judges.
This is Bikini Bite, and we put it on the bathing suits just so that it stays in place.
I am so freaking nervous.
With love and support in the crowd and coaches overflowing with pride,
You didn't bring your tissues down, did you?
it's time to shine.
I had a flurry of butterflies, and then I just thought, this is why we're here.
In awe of their stories and strength,
Here comes Joy.
Joy's family marvels at her transformation.
I never thought I would see a day like this, honestly, yeah.
This was definitely more of an experience than I thought it would be. It was harder, it was more fun, it was more rewarding.
It was really nerve-wracking. I thought I'd stay calm, but I was shaking the whole time.
But as one after another come out, they wow the crowd, each earning a standing ovation.
And I would peek at the audience, and they were always standing and clapping, and that for me was by far the best part.
I loved it. I mean, I didn't do my poses great or anything, but loving seeing my daughter out there and Mena and Lisa and Julie and screaming, that was awesome.
And then there's Jen.
She's lost 51 pounds.
who's made the biggest transformation of all. She lost the most weight, but at this very moment, gained so much more.
She got that standing ovation, and it was a completely different person than even she had been when she was getting her hair done.
It ended up being really exciting and better than I thought. Now I'm gonna cry again.
There wasn't a dry eye in the place.
To be honest, I didn't really see her because my eyes were just bawling.
I did not expect that kind of reaction, and that was absolutely amazing.
And to top it off, some even walked away with a trophy. Cheered on by her husband, beaming with excitement.
I saw her at her darkest moments, and where she's at now, it's like night and day. Yeah, I love it.
Mandy made first call-outs, securing a top 5 spot.
I can't even put it into words. It's an amazing feeling. It's so hard. And we're finally here, and I'm so proud of myself. I'm finally proud of myself.
And even Shelby, who after just a short time training had to stop because her cancer progressed, walked out on stage. 6 months ago, these women walked into the gym feeling broken and afraid, each uniquely scarred. But they discovered while fighting cancer is an individual battle, recovering doesn't have to be. Being with women who shared this goal was, for them, the best therapy of all, and they encourage others to reach out and do the same. And standing here today with newfound confidence and strength, they're proving to themselves and women everywhere fighting this disease.
We beat cancer, we beat the odds. Here we are, standing proud and alive.
They won that moment.
When they began, cancer took center stage. But now the spotlight shines brightly back on them, on their self-confidence, their strength, and their hope for the future.